Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+. Rated TV MALV. Viewer discretion advised. Maya Lopez has betrayed her mentor, the notorious Kingpin. Now on the run, she returns to her hometown to prepare for the biggest fight of her life. Don't miss Marvel Studios' hardest-hitting series yet. An epic 5-episode event. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th, only on Hulu and Disney+.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, what time is it?
It's time for a quickie.
Those are my favorites.
Are they?
Yes. You guys asked for them, and here you go.
We're giving it to you. And we're going to start with Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. So Kylie has recently went missing. And there's been a lot that has happened and that has changed over the past week.
Okay.
Week to 2 weeks. So
Where's she?
She's in California.
Okay.
She's 16, super smart. She actually just graduated, or she didn't graduate. She finished high school and she was getting ready to go to college at 16.
She's brilliant.
So she goes to a party. So it's Truckee is where she lives. Truckee, California.
Okay.
And then she's going to this party that's by Lake Tahoe. And
I thought it was like Tahoe's in a whole nother state.
Like Tahoe National Park. And there's a lake nearby.
Okay.
So I don't, yeah.
There's
Lake
our geography again.
Tahoe National Park. And this is on August 6th. And so she goes to this party. There's a lot of different details that are coming out. But currently right now, what happened is she's hanging out with some friends and she's texting her mom and she's like, oh, I'll be home at whatever time. And the mom, she's supposed to come home. The mom goes to bed. The mom wakes up in the morning. Daughter's not there. Looks for her location and no location's detected. So her phone's off. So then people are looking for her and she's disappeared. It's like then they put out, call the police.
Yeah.
Okay, she's missing. They are like, can we do an Amber Alert? No, you can't do an Amber Alert because of whatever stipulations, because she's not suspected to have been kidnapped or whatever. But they do have this huge search that's going on. And this party that she was at, it was a huge party. It's basically in this field.
Okay.
So
the best kind.
The best kind. 300 people there.
What?
Yeah. Reminded me of my sister's graduation party in high school. I'm sure you were there. I mean, there was a million people there. Still finding cigarette butts from that party. So they're all these people there. They end up can't find her.
Okay.
Can't find her. Her car's missing. She's missing.
Okay.
FBI starts getting involved. Department of Homeland Security is getting involved. And this is the Truckee Police Department. So 5 days after her disappearance, police have received 300 tips. There's all these people who are out trying to find her. They're searching the lakes nearby. They're searching everywhere. And her and her car are nowhere to be found. Her and her car, because she was in her car. And they, like, one of her good friends named Sammy, like, is going all, like, she's doing a press tour.
Okay.
She's all over.
Trying to be in the news.
She is trying to be, and she's real thirsty.
Is it genuine?
I don't know.
You can't tell yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's all over the news. She sets up this, it's something called, like, basically a place where any teenagers who know anything or who may have been at the party can come and be in a safe space and talk and give any information without their parents around. So these parents of these teenagers will come, drop the kids off at this location, leave, or like go down the street. The teenagers will talk about whatever happened, and then parents will pick them back up. And she like coordinated this whole thing. She would go on the news. She would like one podcast I listened to or article I read, it was like she spun around while she was on the news to show them what she looked like. Like, why do we care what you look like? Very strange. August 14th, they police uncover a video of Kylie wearing a white sweatshirt, and then they have another picture of her wearing a different sweatshirt. So they're like, why is she changing clothes? Like, what's going on? What's happening? We don't know. Well, this group called what's it called? It's the diving group who came.
Yeah. Okay.
ASW.
Sure, the diving group.
I have to find it.
And now a word from our sponsors.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Do you hear that? It's coming from the house.
It's coming from inside the house? Do you mean? Could it be?
The Poltergeist. New from Rogue Media. Two haunted hotties talking about haunted places. Every episode we dive deep into the darkest places and give you a bit of history.
We're getting spooky in all the right places.
You've gobbled your last ghoul.
Follow along for the craziest and spookiest stories with Debbie's Dark Tourism. The Stanley Hotel,
Winchester House,
The Alamo,
Hotel Monte Vista,
and more spooky places. Find us at _Poltergals. POLTERGALS.
Look over your shoulder. It's us,
The Poltergals. Wherever you consume the podcast, you can find us there.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a 1-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
With purpose. Adventures with purpose.
Okay.
So they're like, the police are searching this lake, and there's a body of water that's close by. They start searching it. They're like, we had all the resources. People are diving, doing this, that, and the other. So this Adventures with Purpose group comes in, and they go and they do a dive in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And within an hour, they find her car.
Her car. Is she in it?
They find her car. They can get down. They have a video of the license plate. It's the same license plate. It matches her license plate. And the guy it's two guys. One of the guys is like, there is a body in the car. So police, they tell police, they post on their YouTube channel and their social media that they have found her car.
Okay.
And that she's in there, but they can't confirm that it's her, because you can't do that. Police are like, we're going out there. They go, take their dive team, take their record. They're pulling the car out of the water, and it's all on video. It's like a helicopter was up there watching it. So as they're pulling it out, there's this blue tarp that they like drape over the car, because her body is in the back seat. Her body's in the back seat. The driver's side window is like shattered out.
Okay.
There's a tiny little piece of the window on the top, like right corner. There's a tiny little like jagged edge. The back seat driver's side window is rolled down halfway.
Okay.
And she's very tiny. So she could have easily like gotten out of that window. And yes, she was drinking at the party, and she's most likely drunk. I mean, whatever, that's normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they pull out the car. They have these like big, huge boards that are like blocking it so the news cameras can't get pictures, because she's in there. They identify the body. They do an autopsy on it. They confirm that it is her. Then like 2 days later.
Okay.
Which this happened literally last week.
Okay.
So
that's quick.
They don't have the
cause
and everything. And then she has a ex-boyfriend who, he seems genuinely concerned and like upset about it. But how did her car, it's like where it happened, there's like this, it's like this like how could you just drive? It's like she just drove into it. Like,
she didn't. She was in the back seat.
Well, but then you think, does your body float up and you go to the back, or was she trying to get out? Because if you drive in, you go nose first. Okay, so that's where the water gets in first. So then you escape and go to the back seat. And was she just trying to get out that side window?
No,
and did it make
somebody who drove her ass in there let down the window halfway so that the water can come in there quicker, and it'll cover up that she was already dead. I guarantee she didn't die by drowning. I guarantee she died another way. Probably little friend that's been in front of the cameras. There's probably some jealousy there. She was drunk, passed out, but got into a fight. I don't know. Whatever it is, she was already dead.
Tell me your theory.
If it's a woman, it's jealousy, and they got in a fight, and she probably wants...
How did the car get in there?
The person drove it and took off. Just like Susan Smith. How did Susan Smith's car drive her kids in there? She put it on the damn ditch, put it in drive, put something to stick the gas pedal down, and drove... But, well, you don't even got to push the gas pedal down when it's on what didn't you say it was on an incline?
Not steep. Nothing like a big drop.
Like a boat ramp. Yeah, that's what Susan Smith put her kids on.
Not like a steep one, but
none of them can't be. If they're too steep, you can't put a boat in on it. So they're supposed to be gradual. But just the fact that your car's in drive, you'll slowly roll. And I think whoever it was rolled down the window so that it can fill up the car quicker. I think she was in the back seat before.
Why would the front seat window be busted?
I don't know.
I don't know if it could be water pressure. I don't know.
Not if the window's down, though. I wouldn't think.
They said that the car was found upside down on the roof.
So was Susan Smith's. I mean, the water is like the most powerful force.
I know. I know if as it goes down, it flips over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I love that you're in the fucking FBI.
What did you think?
I don't know. I was trying to think about it. I was
Yeah.
like, was she like giving some dude a BJ in the back and like passed out and stuff? And like he got out and was like, oh shit, and then like, I don't know. I just think about the weirdest things.
If it wasn't that girl, it was
okay. So April's prediction,
she was already dead.
is that she was already. But how did she die?
I don't know. Blunt force trauma.
From a guy or a girl? The girl did it though. You're thinking the friend did it.
I always think it's a girl first.
Okay, so your prediction
Girls are shady.
is tell us in a nutshell. I love it. I'm here for all. I'm here for every single part of this prediction. I love your predictions. You're typically right. And you don't even know, you had no clue about the story.
I think the girl,
the friend,
that's trying to be a model in the news.
Yeah, Sammy.
Over her friend's death.
Suspicious Sammy.
I bet if you go to their local high school, they'll say Sammy is a little sus and is probably secretly jealous of Kylie.
Yes.
And either Sammy wanted Kylie's ex-boyfriend, but ex-boyfriend wasn't even looking at Sammy. And
probably they're at the party and Kylie's getting all the attention.
Yes.
Because it's this huge party with all these people.
She got her drunk or gave her some type of drug and attacked her, killed her, put her in the back seat, drove her car down to make it seem like it would have been a suicide. But she didn't think about that window being down. She was trying to sink it quickly. And she could have crawled her ass back. So that's what's going to bring up the reasonable doubt, is that if she would have done it and she was alive, she could have crawled her ass out the window. So there you go. It's a girl. And it's jealousy is the motive.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Say the name one more time.
Kylie Rodni.
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 All right, we're going to follow this story, and that's going to be the purpose of these quickies, is we tell you all about a lot of things, but we want to actually follow them now. Speaking of, I told you guys a while back on one of our former quickies about a Virginia Tech football player.
Etute.
His last name was Etute. And he, to recap, got on Tinder and swiped right with a girl named Angie. They met up. Angie performed.
Gave him a blowjob?
What did Bill Clinton call it?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Performed sexual acts on him only, just gave him a blowjob. Okay, deuces, thank you, bye, let's go. Went home. It didn't go any further than that. They met up a couple weeks later, and this time he found out that Angie was actually Mr. Smith, who was 40 years old. Jerry Paul Smith. And so Etute flipped the hell out, right?
Yeah.
And beat him, and the guy ended up dying. And when they looked at cameras later on, Etute didn't know he was dead. He just went home pissed and panicked and was like, he deserved his ass beat because he tricked my ass.
Yeah.
Speaking of catfish, we're going to go into that next.
Yes.
And so Etute ended up getting arrested because the guy died. Been in jail, and out of jail, got lawyers. He would have been an NFL prospect. He's good at a big, nice university. He got acquitted of everything this June of 2022. So he's been going through this for over a year. May 31st, 2021 is when all this happened, and he got acquitted. And now he has hit the transfer portal. So he can be picked up. He's like, my dreams should not shatter. he felt bad that the guy died, and he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
He felt bad. Like, wasn't malicious, but he's like, should my dreams go away because this guy catfished me? What are you? Yeah, Manti Te'o.
We'll talk about him in the next episode.
Are you going to cover the whole story?
No, but I want to give a little tease. I want to talk about the show, but this is just a quickie, so
yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it.
Well, I can tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you on Thursday when you listen to our full episode. Manti Te'o, it's called Untold, and it's the
girlfriend that never existed.
The girlfriend that never existed. And let me tell you, you have got to go watch it. We'll tell you more about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Go watch it. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you think Etute should have been acquitted. Let us know who you think killed Miss Kylie.
We're gonna post on our Instagram a poll or a question. I'm gonna say, what do you think happened, and then you're gonna respond. So just keep an eye out for that.
All right, y'all. We will see y'all Thursday. Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.